Pleased to have here in studio, in person, dressed to the nines. Unlike in many ways that you see him on The Walking Dead on AMC every single Sunday night. Big-time Giants fan. I also enjoyed this man's work in The Wire. Chad L. Coleman. Good to see you, sir.
No, let's not talk about the Giants part, okay?
Well, I mean, I know life is working for you on a hit show.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's got to be a counterbalance. And in the last 3 games, unfortunately, it's been the Giants. But they're not 1-8. They're not like the Jets, Chad.
No. But we're just so inconsistent right now. You know, we're trying to find ourselves. And we laid an egg last night, and I was shocked. I thought they were going to come out and take care of business. It was so necessary on a Monday night to take care of business.
Yeah, with Stray in the house, LT in the house.
Come on.
Everybody was in the house.
You got history in the house, and you lay an egg. Okay.
So what do you attribute this to, Chad?
I would have to say, honestly, Tom Coughlin is amazing. 2-time Super Bowl winner. But guess what? Sometimes you outstay your welcome. Just like Pat Riley. You know, Pat Riley had to leave the Lakers. You really can't. At some point, people tune you out. He's a great coach, but I think he's just reached his limit, and it's time to move on and eat fresh, new, and go from there.
Because, I mean, everybody thought that he was being tuned out back in the day in 2006 with the Tiki Barber fumbleitis years. And then suddenly it kicked in, and now he's a potential future Hall of Fame head coach.
Oh, he is. Come on, enough potential. You win 2 Super Bowls, you in. Just like Eli is in. He's a Hall of Fame.
You think Eli's in?
Hall of Fame quarterback. Don't judge him through his brother's eyes. Judge him purely on performance and the most crucial time in the hugest game on the biggest stage. This guy delivered every time.
I'm here with Chad L. Coleman. You see him on The Walking Dead. And you're right in that respect, Chad, that Eli is the only quarterback ever, that is never compared to the quarterbacks who have come before him in his franchise's history. He's not compared to Sims. He's not compared to Hostetler. He's not compared to even Y.A. Tittle. Right? Yeah. He's compared to Peyton.
Yeah.
That's the only quarterback.
That's unfortunate.
Like that.
You know? It's unfortunate. He handles it with aplomb, but it's unfortunate because we're not being honest about who this guy really is. Judge him on his own merit. What do we play? We play to win the Super Bowl.
Right, and he's got 2 of them.
He's got 2.
Well, the question is when can he get back to a third? Because they're in a different offensive system now.
And they found that rhythm. At that point in the season, they found that rhythm, and we were like, there it is. I think they're going to get back to it.
Against Washington on that Thursday night game, they looked.
They looked like they were ready.
They did. I thought they might have turned the corner there.
It's tough, man. You get a new offensive coordinator, you're shaking things up, you're trying something different. It's hard to get everybody on the same page. And I love Tom Coughlin, don't get me wrong, but it's that deal, man, that they need fresh blood in there, and I think they'll turn it around and take off again.
Where are you from, Chad?
Originally Richmond, Virginia.
So how do you become a Giants fan from Richmond, Virginia?
Well, I landed in New York 25 years ago.
Okay.
And the mystique, though, I mean, prior to that, I'm always about excellence. Bill Parcells, back in the day, with Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson, come on.
The captain.
Yeah. So I'm moved by excellence. And those guys were amazing. So I've been a fan since way back then.
Chad L. Coleman, who you can follow on Twitter at Chad L. Coleman.
Yes.
Also on The Walking Dead on Sundays. You played Tyrese on that show. You played Cuddy on The Wire. Now, it's interesting because on The Wire, that was critically acclaimed, but not entirely well-watched, right? I mean, it was watched.
It was a slow roll.
It was a slow burn.
Yeah, and it continues.
A lot of people found it on HBO Go. A lot of people found it on DVDs.
Yeah.
I watched most of them on DVDs.
Yeah.
As opposed to week when I was on. Now you are on a show that is a meteor.
Yeah.
How has that been for you, differently being on 2 critically acclaimed shows?
Yes.
But one is somewhat different from the other, and I'm not just talking about subject matter.
Well, you know what? So many people were fans of The Wire, people who produce film, TV. They're fans. So that aesthetic is what they aspire to. They want that type of storytelling in whatever world they're in. So that's what we're bringing to The Walking Dead. You got a genre show. People say, oh, zombie, you know, they say zombie. And all of a sudden they don't think it's substantive, it's rich in character and storytelling. But it is. And a lot of that is the inspiration of The Wire. The Wire inspired people to be unafraid to tell real stories in a different type of pace, a different type of way, no fast food TV. They went for it in that way, and people appreciate it. So now the difference is like I tell you, you feel like you're a rock star. You know, you're on tour with Rolling Stones or something. But at the same time, both audiences are incredibly passionate about it.
About the show, yes.
Both of them are incredibly passionate about what we're doing.
Yeah, Chad L. Coleman of The Walking Dead, Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And so what do you attribute, other than just that, what you just mentioned, the success of this show?
It's easy. The first thing that happens is we all have a relationship to horror, scary movies.
Yes, true.
This takes you back to a kid. When a kid is scared, it's an adrenaline rush. Whether you like it or you want to repel it, it moves you. So that's what we're playing to, in a way, on one level. Playing to the, oh, scared.
Right.
And then we give you a rich story. Then we give you incredible action. It's gumbo, man. It's something in it for everybody.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
Television gumbo.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that. Do you miss doing The Wire, though? I know you obviously got a hit show, but The Wire, in many ways, was also so very
no, I don't.
special in that regard.
Yes, indeed. But here's the deal.
Yeah.
The crew, the actors,
yes.
the writers,
right.
the producers, everybody is all in. This is a very rich experience that I'm having right now.
Of course.
So I respect and love what I was able to do. That's how I got the job. Robert Kirkman saw me on The Wire. And
Is that right?
That's Tyrese. And AMC was like, well, we have to see some other people. He said, okay, but that's Tyrese, Chad Coleman. And he went to bat for me, and I got it. So I will always appreciate and pay homage to The Wire. But this show,
beautiful.
Sweet
I know.
stuff.
I don't want to give away too much because there might be some, there's so many spoilers, certainly in your character.
Yeah.
The things that have happened to you, your character, on the program, have been shocking, to say the least.
Yes.
And your character has gone through many different changes because of what has happened to you on the program.
Absolutely.
What was it like getting some of these scripts and having these things placed before you and knowing what was going on?
Wow. I was going, wow. Every actor wants to get some meaty, juicy stuff on the plate. Every actor worth his weight wants that. So it was like, wow, man. Scott Gimple, just a mad genius, man. Just incredible in the way he puts that story on the page. And he's challenged me, he's pushed me, he's inspired me. And it's just been an amazing ride so far.
How guarded are the scripts?
Very much so. Very much so.
Like Coughlin's playbook?
Yeah. What's that place in Kentucky, or I think it's Kentucky, where you can't get in there? All
Fort
the
Knox.
money.
Fort Knox.
It's kind of like that.
Really? You get it? And you?
Nobody else touches it. Don't see it. Don't talk about it. Keep everything
it's like Fight Club. It's like Fight Club.
There you go, brother.
Don't talk about it. And so just to recap again, The Walking Dead, AMC, 9 p.m. Eastern on Sundays.
Yes.
You do realize that when the Giants take on the Seahawks next Sunday, some people will say that is also an edition of The Walking Dead at 3 and 5, going up to Seattle.
Don't you dare.
Chad L.
Don't
Coleman.
you dare. Trust and believe.
Okay.
You're going to wake up a sleeping giant now, talking like that,
I mean, the Cowboys went ahead and did it, right? The Cowboys went in there and won.
This is true.
Maybe your team should...
I hope, man, again,
this is it,
it's
though.
a
This
weird
is
year.
it. 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Going up there, going 3 and 6.
They can't, bro.
They can't.
They can't.
They cannot.
They've got to wake the heck up. We're on DirecTV. I'm loving it. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up a good thing, Rich.
Sure.
They got to wake the heck up.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
brother.
Congratulations to you on everything that's going on with this hit program. and how it's changing your life and career.
I told you, I've been a fan since day one, brother. Keep up the great work.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
that. Thank you. Chad L. Coleman here on the Rich Eisen Show. Watch The Walking Dead Sundays on AMC at 9 p.m. Eastern. Most people are doing it anyway. I don't know why I got to go out and say it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.